Today's Extra.
And we're back on the Anglers Extra pregame show. Today, Chatham visits Brewster for the first time this season in the second game against the Whitecaps. Joe Puccio here with Chatham manager Tom Holliday for the Manager Show. And Tom, with a 4-1 win yesterday against Falmouth, things went right in pretty much every department.
Yeah, it's amazing how much energy a win can create, you know, and two guys on the mound were really good for us. In fact, all three. I mean, I don't want to ignore a 1-2-3 ninth inning. And when you get good pitching, it makes everything relax in. And I think we had a really good offensive inning in the eighth inning when they made it 2-1. We picked up the extra insurance run, then we had another one, and we almost had a monster inning there, you know. But that's something this team hadn't done yet. So things are getting better, you know, and you start seeing those kinds of deals, and they're going to learn how to win. I mean, these kids are all from winning programs, but this is a different animal. It's their team now, and they're starting to trust each other, looking over their shoulder, and they know the guy behind them. So all those little things start to happen around game 10 to 20, and before you know it, then you're running after that win every night thing.
What was the most impressive part of the win yesterday?
Oh, I thought it was Gabe Davis. I mean, that was like, wow. Not only did he throw strikes, he threw located strikes. He threw his breaking ball for a strike, whether he let it or not. His changeup, you know, he sunk it down and away. Wow. I mean, that was kind of like, who is this guy? And not to say that he doesn't have a great arm now. I've seen that. He's got a great arm. But to see a kid go out there and say, you know, I'd like to do this, so you give him a pitch count. Well, he did it. He kept it under the pitch count. I mean, 4 innings, 41 pitches, that's unheard of. And, you know, I thought that was good. Sokol, I knew very little about. To come out against 7 left-hand hitters and pitch that good again on top of another right-hander, kind of throwing different stuff. Not even nearly as hard as Gabe, but he showed you how to pitch with a 90-mile-an-hour fastball. And, boy, you're sitting there feeling pretty darn good.
Xavier Casarilla had himself a night with a home run. He robbed a home run and turned a double play in right field. He hadn't played outfield until you put him out there.
Well, Marty works with him every day, and we're trying to figure out where his future, you know, is going to play out at Oklahoma State, whether it's going to be at third. Can he play second? Can he play first? Can he catch? So, you know, we worked a little bit in the outfield, and he's really in good shape physically, so we put him out there and watch him run. He runs really good. So we put him, you know, hey, that's what this is about. I mean, if he can play the outfield, we'll find out. And if he can add that to the confusion that my son's going to have to deal with when he gets him on campus. But the kid had a smile on his face all night. Hit a home run, make a great play, save a run. That's a good night up here.
Tom Holliday here on the Manager Show, and Tom, in the outfield today is the man who you've been waiting for to play out in the center field, Matthew Etzel.
Yeah, we finally got a running center fielder. You know, Reeder gave us all he had. I mean, he has a sore heel, and I feel for him because that's not one of those kind of injuries that just goes away. In fact, the more you play, the sorer it gets. But he's given us 100% effort in center field, and so has Miller Green, so has Schallenberg. We tried them all, but now we got a natural, so maybe we can build off of him and get our right field situation settled. And you know, maybe I made a mistake in not bringing a legit first baseman up here because I figured I'd have more infielders than I needed. I could always slide one over to first. So we got to shore up first base right now, and then I think defensively we'll be pretty good.
What's the key to you guys offensively to keep this momentum going from yesterday's win?
I think just good at bats. I mean, we spent an entire day as a staff trying to figure out what drills we had to put in to get a 2-strike approach, not a mechanical thing that we're going to make everybody do. Maybe mentally how to deal with 2 strikes up here. Last night we saw, you know, different versions. You know, guys trying to get us out with fastballs with 2 strikes. Guys were throwing hard sliders with 2 strikes. We had guys fouling pitches off. We actually had like 4 2-strike base hits last night, and we had a couple 2-out base hits, you know, knocked in runs. So those are the things we're talking about. Shorten up with 2 strikes, especially with a runner in scoring position. Give us like a team at bat instead of an individual at bat. And you know what? That's so easy to say, but every kid up here is trying to make a name for himself. They're trying. Scouts are going to back off a little bit now, but then they're going to come way back as soon as the draft happens. But it's time to relax a little bit and start playing the game for yourself. Quit playing for all the side shows, and it's a hard thing to do up here.
For our radio audience, it doesn't seem like you have the Pure Life sponsorship yet. You going with Gold Peak sweet tea today? Unsweetened iced tea today?
It's got to be unsweetened.
Yeah,
but
I know that.
Everybody needs competition, you know that. And so if Pure Leaf doesn't want to jump in the game, then we'll just move on. And Lipton has one. There's a tea in a can that's guaranteed to give you diabetes. Promise you that. We'll stay away from that one as long as we can, but we're just waiting for somebody to say, hey, I'll send you a case for the team.
Tom Holliday, Chatham manager and free agent in the T game. Tom, thanks for the time.
You bet.
That's Tom Holliday. A's and Caps coming up at 5 p.m. Let's send things over to Andrew Selliver as the Anglers Extra pregame show rolls on.